Okay, here I am outside the Blue Butterfly Art Space, and I'm going to meet Brent Harpur very soon and chat to him about his cartooning. So here it is in sunny Enmore. Oh yeah, the Blue Butterfly. That's insane, man. That's insane. This is I'm here today with Brent Harpur at his Blue Butterfly Art Space studio. Brent is he's well-regarded and renowned cartoonist in New Zealand and here in Sydney. So Brent, as you draw my cartoon, I remember the last time you did it was at the Oxford Art Factory.
That's right.
It was very dark and loud.
It was very dark.
We could hardly see each other.
You had a little light on your camera and it was blinding me even more, but I'm actually legally blind. So.
And I was drunk as well.
Well,
so,
blind drunk.
Yeah, we were both blind. Well, I was blind drunk.
I was very professional that night, but I just could not see past my nose. And so I've got a little bit more light on my new studio.
Yeah, this is a beautiful new studio which I've taken footage of outside already. So it's a wonderful little shop. Lots of light comes in.
Thanks.
So what's the idea of setting up your own studio and teaching shop?
What I've tried to do here is create a space where people can come and meet and network and interact and learn from each other, have fun, interview each other. I guess I've spent 20 years of my life travelling all over the world, meeting a lot of creative people. And I'm really excited about the idea of having a place that's just like a child-friendly, adult-friendly space where you can have a violin player in the corner like I did before, or have kids sitting in another corner drawing. Often you'll go to an art venue, you mentioned the Oxford Art Factory, obviously it's a very grown-up venue. But I like the idea. I've worked with kids for 20 years. I don't actually have my own kids, I just share everyone else's. And I love writing a children's book at the moment. I'll tell you more about that. But the concept is to basically have an environment where young mothers...
Well, I've met some very interesting people today, so it's working.
It is.
I met Madame Squeeze, the accordion player.
Oh yeah, she's world famous in Newtown.
And Penelope, the wonderful violinist.
Well, she came and knocked on my window while I was setting up the space.
Oh, okay.
And said, I played a violin,
can
I come down and play for you? So she came down one night and I drew a cartoon of it like I'm doing for you now. She drew me a picture. Sorry, I drew her a picture.
Well, that's nice, that's cool. That's cool.
You'll have to excuse me during this interview. I've had very little sleep setting up this space and I'm not making any sense.
Oh, well, that's all right. That's all right.
And drawing too.
You're at home there.
I'm multitasking, but I can only do so much.
I know, but there's no pressure. There's no pressure.
So, but I guess the concept is to have a place where people can just meet.
So you'll be planning monthly events, or?
Well, as well as me doing regular things like cartooning classes or art workshops or things for young mothers to bring their toddlers to. But then my background is 20 years of teaching art. Right. But as well as me, I've got a friend that's doing a belly dance in here later on. Okay. She's going to teach belly dancing.
Oh, right here.
So all the local women can come and learn belly dancing. I've got other friends that teach music. I might set up a piano in the corner.
Oh, I think this is going to be,
I've got a space here for a toilet that hasn't been put in yet. So once the toilet's installed, we'll be able to have like proper, it won't be a venue per se, it's like a place where someone might come and play a little bit of piano and everyone in the neighbourhood will come in and see it.
Like a cool little neighbourhood spot.
So I guess it has art all over the walls too, but it's not a gallery, it's more somewhere where I can create, or the kids can create. You can see over your shoulder here, I've had a whole lot of local kids in here today.
Okay. Well, yes, and they always say to Brent, thanks for your help, and this amazing one here down the bottom, it's a detail. And, okay.
The little girl sitting with those two on the right, their mum lives upstairs and she's an artist as well.
So I should explain for our international audience that this little shop is near Enmore Park in the inner west of Sydney, where lots of families take their kids, and it's sort of a beautiful spot, sort of in between the Vanishing Point and the Hardware Gallery. So it's right in the midst of the inner west kind of. And I'm going to keep talking because I know Brent's now busily drawing my cartoon. Keep drawing.
Keep multitasking.
Okay, but it's nice to come here. I didn't realise. You really have a love and appreciation for poetry as well as cartoons. And the poetry and the cartoons are often whimsical, but often they're also very wise. Some very wise kind of Pablo Neruda. He seems one of your favourite poets. What's about his work that really you love?
Well, when I went to high school, I started losing my eyesight when I was 11, so I'm completely blind in my right eye. I had a corneal graft on my left eye that I use now. But my art teacher hated cartoons.
Oh, really?
It was all I could see to do. And so I decided I'd get into writing instead, and had a very nurturing English teacher. So it's because of my English teacher I got into writing poetry. And I've spent 24 years nearly, or actually longer than that. I started performing poetry when I was 16.
Right.
I saw Billy Bragg once when I was about 17, and I just thought, amazing performance poet and musician.
An activist.
Amazing guy. So when I saw him, I started doing performance poetry. I'm 41 now, so I don't know how many years that is, but I started when I was 16. So the poetry has always been, in New Zealand, there's a bit of a running joke with my friends that I'm a better poet than a cartoonist. So.
Yeah, well, I look forward to hearing you recite some poetry, actually.
So Pablo Neruda is actually one of my more favourite poets because he's quite the romantic, and I really love romantic poetry. I write a lot of romantic stuff too, but some of it's more on that sort of quirky Spike Milligan sort of vein. I've got some Irish blood in there too, and my great-great-grandfather was actually from Australia and Ireland. Charles? Yeah, Charles Harpur.
I googled him and read about his plays and poetry.
Oh, did he write plays as well?
He wrote a play. Well, he wasn't well received for his play as much as his poetry. And he was one of the few. He was one of the first men who felt for the country, felt the land, and tried to explain. Not explain, or he was just moved by the new landscapes.
Yeah, and he wrote about He wrote all about the bushmen with their big beards all sitting around their billies cooking the beans and the pots. And he was like one of the quintessential
bush poets.
Wrote about all the early pioneers. Quite amazing.
Okay, well, we're nearly finished with our cartoon, I think. Not wanting to rush you, Brent. I know you're an expert.
Certain amount of hours. I mean, certain amount of minute pressure.
It does remind me of the one you did at the nightclub, which I think I lost, I've got to admit.
I think this one's a bit better.
This is one, yeah, you still give me those little round black eyes and the eyebrows, and
I have a certain way of drawing that. I guess is a particular style. With my lack of vision, you have to improvise.
No.
So there's a great debate going on whether I'm a better poet or a cartoonist. I guess we'll never know.
No, well, who's the final judge anyway?
I'd recite you a poem at the same time, but that may actually be beyond my multitasking skills, talking and doing poetry.
Yeah, that's a lot. Now, have you ever illustrated poetry books? Or?
Yeah, I have. I've done a lot of illustration for other people. I really enjoy doing that sort of work. I'm writing my children's book.
The King of the Blue Butterflies?
The Dance of the Butterfly King.
Oh, sorry, The Dance of the Butterfly King.
Yes.
Coming soon in 2010.
Oops, here's a very loud child.
What do you think, Max? Pretty good cartoon? You think it looks like me? Yeah?
Kinda.
Well, that kinda's good. I'll take kinda.
Yeah. I don't think I've caught you completely.
Oh, well, he's got his video cam. I like that. I was going to ask you about that. That is really Pedro TV. Filming life. And there's Brendan Penza. It's just a really good portrait, actually. Especially on the screen.
I'm quite impressed by it.
It's much better looking than I'll ever be. It's sort of like if I was, it's me as George Clooney, so I like it.
Yeah. This is you as George Clooney as well.
So thanks, Brent. Good luck with the Blue Butterfly Art Space.
That's all right. Thanks.
I reckon there's a certain magic in the air, so I think you'll go very well.
Well, I'm excited that I'm just down the road from Newtown, because I think Newtown's the best
Are you
city.
It is.
So much creative stuff going on.
Okay, well, catch you later, maybe with some poetry performing, eh?
Yeah, maybe I should just quickly hold this
I'm gonna ask you to make me putting a stamp on my head.
Well, everyone needs a stamp on their head, it's true.
There you go.
A barcode. Put a barcode on your head, that's quite nice. Yeah, go on then. Go on. Stamp me. Oh. Okay, well, thanks, Brent.
There you go.
And here we are, it's the finished piece.
Yep.
Okay, and